Hello my beautiful love goods and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am building another tiny house. This house is a water tower tiny house. So basically it's a, house that has been created from a water tower. A water tower has been renovated into a house, however you want to word it. But yeah, I've been playing around with the Eco Lifestyle expansion pack quite a lot in my own personal gameplay, as well as over on my Twitch once in a while. I haven't streamed in a bit because of life, but yes, I have been playing around with, eco homes a little bit lately, and I've been really enjoying it. So I thought I would build another off the grid kind of water tower tiny house. It has a ring to it, I guess, but we love alliteration. But yeah, I really had fun building this because I built this over on stream. It's been quite a bit ago, to be honest, so it still should be up on my Twitch channel, but I can't guarantee how long it is because I don't remember. So yeah, I really had fun building this along with some people over on Twitch, and yeah, it's nice. It's a cute little house. So the exterior was just kind of a simple octagonal, shaped house with this kind of rounded decking that went all the way around it. Maybe I should have looked up actual pictures of water towers before doing this build. This was purely from my own head. So if it doesn't really look that right, well, that's why. So, but nonetheless, I still think it looks really cute and really industrial, eco, off-grid, kind of upcycled. It's really fun, and I really like the interior of the house too, because I went with a more mid-century modern feel. So yeah, it was kind of fun. And yes, I am building this in Evergreen Harbor. It is a 20 by 15 lot. I have not recorded a voiceover in a while, y'all. You can tell. But yeah, it's built on a 20 by 15, and you know how I feel about 20 by 15s. They're my favorite lots to build on because tiny homes just fit on them really well, because it's just awkward to build a tiny house on a lot larger than that. I can do a 20 by 20, maybe a 30 by 20, but when it's more than that, I can't do it. It just doesn't make sense, because I mean, why would you build a tiny house on a 40 by 30 lot? But you could do that, honestly. Like, if you kind of had a specific idea, like say you want to build a tiny cabin on a big lot with a bunch of trees and things to do outside, see, that's where it will work. But honestly, I don't really do that very often, so building tiny homes on these smaller lots just make more sense to me. And of course, this house is off the grid, so there is no actual electronics. I don't think there is. Maybe there is, but it doesn't matter, because there is power. They're still going to have power because of the power. What do they call them? The solar panels? Yes, the solar panels and the little turbines. They'll still have a little bit of power, I think, so it should be fine. I was going to use the Murphy bed from the Tiny Living Stuff pack, but that unfortunately takes electricity because, it's automated. So yeah, I couldn't use that. It really kind of ruined my plans, because I was like, this is going to work perfectly. They're going to have enough space. And then, I was like, oh, it doesn't work without electricity. Okay, girl, I'm going to have to do something different. So, I do figure it out though. I do use just a single bed from Tiny Living, and you know what? It works. It does the job. It's an open plan, very open plan. I mean, girl, it's the definition of open plan. It's all out in the open. It's one room. So the bathroom is kind of separated by these like screen things. They're like room dividers that I believe they came with University, like the Discover University pack. Am I wrong? Am I wrong about that? I could be, but I'm pretty sure it's from that pack. I thought it made sense. It doesn't completely close it off, but it works. It does the job. It's visually aesthetic. Visually aesthetic? I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. But yeah, I really like the style. It's kind of industrial, eco, kind of, off-grid, but it still has a little bit of a mid-century flair because of the colors mainly, I think. It's got the orange and like the wood tones and then the green. I think those work really well together. So yeah, and I didn't use any custom content with this build whatsoever, so you'll easily be able to find it under the username lukeydean. That is LUKEYDEAN, and the hashtag Lukey. There for a while, I was actually trying to upload my builds comments to the gallery whenever videos went out, but I keep forgetting to do that. So it's better to just upload them whenever I'm finished with them. So you'll get a little bit of a sneak peek if you go follow me over there on the Sims 4 gallery. But obviously, I feel like if you watch my videos regularly, you'll see the video before you see the build, possibly, maybe. I don't know. I could be wrong, but yeah, I like this little house. Everything is functional. I did player test it. The bathroom, you could say a bathroom. It's fully tested, and there's a little pause here for some reason that I didn't edit out, but you know what? That's just fine. It's not that long. And yeah, I did have to kind of play around with the kitchen, but I managed to get them to prepare food there, so it works. Did I replace the fridge? I don't remember if I did. I may have honestly made this house not off the grid, but it's like the vibes of an off the grid house, because there is like a laptop and a little mini fridge, which that I think is off grid. Yeah, possibly. And then the toilet and stuff. Yeah, there's like a few things, like I think this lot, I actually may have given it the lot type, the well, whatever it's called. It's like there's a lot type that has like, it's like a natural well on your lot, so that like you always have water off the grid. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of a fun way to kind of get around that whole like, oh no, my sim can't take a shower because there's no water and the dew collectors aren't working fast enough. That is one thing I will say, that with Eco Lifestyle, there is some things that just don't really do it for me, and I think that whole system is just kind of strange. I wish there was more options to collect water, because the dew collectors are kind of slow, and there is some things that add to it. Like I know that like grass roofs kind of catch water more or something. I don't know. It's Eco Lifestyle is a really fun pack. It's got a lot of nuance. It's got a lot of intrigue. It's a really interesting expansion pack. So it's got a lot of gameplay. I will say that too. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting expansion pack. I will say the neighborhood action plans are not my favorite part of it. I don't really like that part of the game, to be honest. They just kind of get in the way sometimes. There's some fun ones, like they're quirky and silly and funny, but then there's the ones where they just random sims can just like take your stuff because it's everybody shares, or your sims can just walk up to your sim and just start kissing and making out with them, even though they didn't know them, because it's free love, right? So yeah, it's a weird group of neighborhood action plans that you can have, but it's pretty fun to see it actually work and happen in Evergreen Harbor. It's really interesting. And yeah, with the landscaping, I didn't really use live edit landscaping as much, simply because I wanted to, I did add some, but then I wanted to add some regular landscaping as well, just because it does add to the eco green footprint. So yeah, that's one little thing I've learned playing the game a lot. And I gave them a patchy and a nice garden, and they hang their laundry out, of course, because they're off grid, they're doing it all. They've got some little bug things, whatever they're called, like bug nurseries, I guess you could say. Yeah, it's a nice little area there. It's kind of in a weird area because it just feels like it's in the middle. It's like this grassy space in the middle of just this concrete whatever, but I feel like that kind of works with like the vibe here. So yeah, it's a nice little build. I really enjoyed it. I hope y'all did as well. Do let me know in the comments what you think of this build, and give me any tiny house build suggestions that you can think of, because I honestly need to start building more tiny homes, because I love tiny homes. They're endlessly fun for me. So I need to get back into doing them, because I don't know why I get into my head that I need to, go crazy with, all sorts of different builds. I'm like, tiny homes are just my bread and butter. I don't know what I'm doing. So just leave me some suggestions in the comments down below, and go check out my other tiny homes. I will leave a link to the playlist, as well as a couple of my recent favorites, in the description down below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird and beware of the nargles.